Hi everyone and welcome back to the Bods. If you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. You join me today for a bit of an interesting one. Over the summer, I took 6 weeks off, as you saw from last week's video, to concentrate on my family. I plan to do that every summer, whilst the kids are young at least, because that's super important. But what happened was we missed our birthday. So we hit 2 years on YouTube on the 2nd of September, and it was so close to school starting, and the fact that Hayley was starting for the first time, it just kind of ran away from us. So we didn't celebrate. So this is a belated happy birthday to the channel. And I'd like to go over a few of the stats from the last year, just because I did that last year and I thought it'd be quite nice to keep going. So we did more videos than last year. We're at 236 new videos this year. We're into weekly podcasts and weekly live streams and weekly brick hauls. So they've all gone up by 52. We're now on podcast 66 this week and 98 for the brick hauls, so they're reaching their own sort of milestones as well. We haven't had as many subs this year as we did in our first year. I'm not too upset about that, because actually we've had less subs but more fun, and we've really found our community in the live streams, the interaction with you guys. We've had so much fun. So although we'd love to keep going and hit that 1,000 sub milestone, purely because we want to add more fun for you guys, we're still enjoying ourselves and we're still having the best of time on the internet. So let's take a look at where we were last year at this time in the Lego City. So I think we just about finished laying out all the tables that we needed after a little bit of a faff trying to get them all. And we got all of our areas started as such. And we were about to embark on the mountain. So let's have a look and see just how that might have grown. So it's always fun to start with the mountain, because it is that impressive view that we get as you come into the Lego room. And as you can see, the mountain has definitely had probably the most amount of work this last year. It's looking really good. It's getting close to the point where we're going to have to take it back downstairs and do our Christmas display. And in fact, we're going to have more buildings to add this year, because the rumour is that there's 2 buildings coming out as part of the Winter Village. So trying to work out where they're going to go, no idea. We've also had the castle project, which has had very few updates over the summer. And in fact, at the start of the summer, I thought, oh, we'll be up in the Lego room lots, we'll get lots done. But I haven't, because, you know, children demand attention, and that's fine. So one thing that was not here last year is all of these Ninjago City sets, which we got built. Bugle's obviously new in there as well. So we're getting a lot of height in. These are definitely adding the height in. And just the view here, it's a lot of Lego. It looks really good. We also need to spend a bit more time on tidying up in here. It is a bit of a mess, and I feel the thing I'm saddest about is lack of progress on the fairground. We have just built the loop coaster, which is going to change our plans for the fairground quite a lot. So actually, that probably was a good choice not having put too much in there, because it's all going to change when we work out where that loop coaster goes. So I'm not too bothered anymore. We've had the new modular built, but it's not really in the modular road yet. It's just on the side over here, so next to Grimmauld Place, which does open. If you haven't seen our video for that, I'll link that up now. But it at least is now no longer Halloweeny in here, and in fact I've just brought all of the vehicles up that I've been doing over the summer, and I'm not sure this is the best place for the monster truck. It doesn't really seem to fit, so I think it needs to go somewhere where the height of it and the size of it doesn't look ridiculous. I mean, at the moment it's just serving burgers to anyone who's at the temple. I don't really think those two things go together, but that's where it is. And then you've got all of the vehicles down there, the hot rod, you've got the police car and the safari jeep, and then the surfboard van thing down there. And then over in the sea area, I've just sort of dumped the 2 boats, because I don't know if you can tell, this is a bit of a wreck over here, no pun intended, because we are sort of mid-working on this underwater scene ready to take to a show. So this is disappointing compared to last year, because all of the sides are gone, but hopefully after that show and we can reinstall it, it will look a lot better. So stay tuned for that. We have done a lot. That mountain itself was most of the work, I think, and building all the Ninjago sets. But I think we've just been enjoying live streaming and having fun. And I think it's just the reality of how much a Lego City time takes. So a year, it's not like I'm working on it for the entire year. This is in amongst doing all the other content and looking after 2 children and a husband. I mean, he mainly looks after himself, but not always. And we try to do it as a family. So Ian likes to get up here. The girls do like to destroy things when they're up here as well. So it's just a balance, really. But it's coming along quite nicely. We've also been investing in our organisation a little bit more as well. So all of these parts drawers are now full of parts. I've got the trolley in here, and I've just invested in a couple of other trolleys in the studio space. So stay tuned for how I'm using those and whether that solution works out or not. I will revisit our part storage when we've got a little bit more of idea what we're doing there. But at least it's all in one place. So yeah, it's just focusing on different things. So as we progress closer and closer to that 1,000 milestone, we are starting to think about memberships and what kind of content we could offer going forward, because just having people supporting us means a lot to us, and it will help us bring better content, hopefully, and more sets to the channel. So I'm going to do a video on that next week, of what our options are and how we feel about the prospect of memberships, and also what kind of things we're going to do when we hit our 1,000 subscriber goal. So do come back next week for that. Thank you all so much for being part of our journey, both this year and the year before. We're having, like I said, so much fun, and we really appreciate you coming to our live streams and listening to our podcasts and just enjoying our content. And we hope that you can continue to join us and give us feedback and let us know what you want to see, and just be a part of this BrickBod community that we are so proud of having. If you want to see more of our city building content, then I'll link up our city playlist, as this was kind of a city update, at the end. And don't forget to like and subscribe so you never miss an update. See you later.